G'day everyone, it's Alan here from Fishing Mad, and today we're going to have a detailed look at the Daiwa Sol 3 spin reel series. Now yes, these reels have been around for a little while, initially introduced into the market in November 2017, and they were the first of Daiwa's reels to introduce LT technology, and I'll run you through what LT technology is a little bit later on. So the reason why I'm talking about these reels now in 2020 is because most of the major fishing retailers have dropped the price of this reel from $529 to $389. And with the savings of $140, this is now a reel in that mid-sector market that will appeal to lots of anglers. So why don't we open up this reel and have a look at it in a bit more detail. Now the Daiwa Sol name has been around for a while now, and it's grown into its own space. The original Sol reels were released back in 2010, that was followed by the Sol 2s in 2012, and these Daiwa Sol 3s widely became on the market in early 2018. Now the Sol name has grown to the point where they now even have their own rod series, including spin, bait caster and swim bait options available. Now that golden colour scheme has been pretty consistent across the Sol 1, Sol 2 and Sol 3 reels. Now I imagine when you pick up a reel like this with flashy golden colours that you're either going to love it or hate it on first sight. And I must really admit, I actually really do like it. This reel is compact, it's light, it's got a really good drag capacity, and I think these flashy colours actually makes it really stand out and look like a high-end reel. Now ideally you would match a Daiwa Sol reel with a Daiwa Sol rod, and that's going to give you a matching colour scheme, and you know that outfit's going to balance nicely because they've designed the reel at the same time that they've designed the rod. Now however, I'm going to be pairing my Sol reel with my Savage Gear 2 to 4 kilo rod, and this is going to be a really versatile outfit that I can use in my boat, my kayak or even land base for a whole range of different fishing applications. This also has a really nice matching colour scheme with the gold and copper in the rod and in the butt section. With the Sol 1 and 2, there were limited sizes available in the range. However, Daiwa has expanded on that now with 7 models available in the Sol 3 series, including a 2000, a 2500 deep, a 2500 shallow, a 3000, a 4000, a 5000 and a 6000. Let's have a look at the specs on those in a bit more detail. So as you can see from the specs, the real highlights of these reels is that drag capacity and the weight. So you've got the smaller 2000 size, which gives you 5 kilos of drag capacity whilst only weighing 170 grams. And then as you move up the scales, such as the 2500D, which has a whopping 10 kilo of drag capacity at only 180 grams. And then obviously as we move up the stack to the 3, 4, 5 and 6,000, you can get up to 12 kilo capacity, which is pretty amazing for a compact reel. Now what is impressive with these reels is the weight and the drag capacity, and Daiwa achieved this through a technology called LT, which stands for light and tough. And what that basically means is that these series of reels weigh less and that they're more durable. The Sol 3 was the first of Daiwa's reels to introduce LT technology, and that has since flowed into the rest of their range, including the Air, the Freams, the Exceller, the Luvias, the Certate, the Exist, the Emereldas, the TD Black, the Silver Creek, and others. Now Daiwa achieved this LT technology in several ways, basically by making the handle, the spool, the body, and the rotor lighter, whilst making the gears bigger, stronger, and smoother. Let's have a look at that in a bit more detail. So Daiwa now uses a Zion body, which is basically really compactly tight carbon fibre, and this allows the frame and the body to be tougher and stronger over previous reels which were made from magnesium. Now the gears have also been completely redesigned by Daiwa in what they call DigiTough. By increasing the size of the gears and the teeth, they've been able to make the gears up to 50% stronger. Daiwa also introduces a technology called Air Spool, which makes these spools 30% lighter, and they also introduced the Air Handle, which is supposed to be up to 50% lighter than previous generations. And finally, Daiwa has included MagSeal, which is a technology that they've taken out of their high-end Daiwas LT range, which is basically a magnetic lubrication system which seals the reel and stops nasties like salt water, dirt and sand getting in there, making the reel more durable and hopefully lasting a little bit longer. One thing that is really interesting is when you compare warranties of different brands in this mid-market sector. So this Daiwa Sol 3 and the majority of Daiwa reels come standard with a 1-year warranty. Now if we compare that to their biggest competitor, which is Shimano, most of their reels around this price point will come with a 10-year warranty. So you can make your own interpretation in what that means in terms of build quality, support and warranty assistance. Now Daiwa make many quality fishing reels and cover a whole range of different fishing budgets. And when I think of the Daiwa Sol 3, I immediately think of a quality all-rounder, a versatile fishing reel that can be used for a whole range of fishing applications. The smaller 2000 size is probably a really good reel to be using for bream and bass and estuary perch. If you're a serious bream angler, then maybe you'd step that up to a Luvias or an Exist if you could afford one. I think this 2500D is probably the sweet spot for this reel series because it can do a lot of things. If you're a freshwater fisherman who likes to target redfin and trout, then this would be perfect. I know I'll be using this reel a lot in my kayak and my boat around Port Phillip Bay, targeting things like pinky snapper, flathead, snook, squid, and there's a lot of other things that you could do with these reels. Whilst the bigger models, the 5000 and the 6000, are very capable of catching bigger saltwater range species of fish such as snapper, kingfish and gummy shark. Now, as I mentioned at the start, these reels for some time have been selling for $529 and have recently had a price drop with most fishing retailers down to $389. Now, I suspect that price drop has been driven by some competitive pressure in the market, some new products released such as the Shimano Vanford, which is at a very similar price point. However, at $389, this is a really quality purchase. You're talking about something that's light, it's compact, it's tough, it's got a really good drag capacity, and I think it looks pretty good with those color ranges. Well, that's a wrap everyone. I hope that you've enjoyed this Daiwa Sol 3 review. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It really does help greatly. Leave a like and a comment, and of course, until next time, good fishing everyone.